Hello everyone, today we are going to be learning the poem Daffodils. So, welcome to the first video. Let's get started. So, the main theme of this poem. First, we'll learn about the theme. What is the theme of this poem? This poem was written by William Wordsworth. Okay, William Wordsworth had written this poem. A little bit about William Wordsworth. No study of English literature is complete without the reading of William Wordsworth, who is perhaps the greatest of the Romantic poets. It was he who rallied for the use of everyday language, common people, and things in poetry. Wordsworth was a great lover of nature. This poem was inspired by a real life experience. Once, when on a walk with his sister, he came across a sight of belt of daffodils beside a lake, with the wind blowing over the flowers. The sight of this vast expanse of yellow flowers inspired Wordsworth to write this remarkable poem. He goes on to tell the reader that long after he had had this experience, the mere memory of the sight would lift his spirits when he felt dejected or depressed. This well-known poem is a eulogy to the restorative powers of nature. So this well-known poem, which is Daffodils, it is a eulogy. If you want to know what eulogy means, eulogy, it is a speech or a piece of writing, which this time it's written by Wordsworth, which praises someone or something highly, especially a tribute for someone who has just died. So over here, it is a tribute to the daffodils. So the poet describes the daffodils as a host of golden daffodils beside a lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. The daffodils are personified and given a life and spirit, which is another theme that runs through the poem. The poet also talks about the strength of human imagination and memories, which is another pivotal theme. Pivotal, what does that mean? It is of crucial importance in relation to development or success in somebody else. Okay, so it is a crucial theme of the poem. The joy the poet experiences by gazing at thousands of daffodils that flutter and dance is not going to end when he goes back home. The sweet memory of the day comforts him when he is lonely and sad long after that experience had happened. This memory proves a bliss of solitude for the poet. That means that when the poet is feeling lonely or depressed, this memory made him cheerful and happy. What the poet is saying, it is through his imaginative faculty that he can relieve the delightful experience. This offers him instantaneous joy and makes his heart dance with the daffodils even if he is depressed. For often, when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood, you flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. These are the poet's lines that proves that when he is in a pensive mood, when he is in a vacant mood, his heart fills with pleasure when he remembers the daffodils. Let's start with the poem now. I wandered lonely as a cloud. The poet compares himself to a cloud, so this comparison is being done over here. So, what type of literary device is this? So, this comparison is like a simile. I wandered lonely as a cloud. The poet. Who is wandering lonely? The poet is wandering lonely. And he's comparing himself to a cloud as a cloud. So the poet compares himself to a cloud, saying he walked around feeling lonely and aimless. That floats on high o'er vales and hills. O'er means over. That floats high over valleys. Vales means valleys and hills. So, like a cloud in the sky that drifts over valleys and hills, the poet describes his own wandering. When all at once I saw a crowd, not that type of crowd. He sees a crowd of what? He sees a large group of something. Crowd. A host of golden daffodils. So the crowd which he had seen was a host of golden daffodils. So the crowd he sees is actually a large group of beautiful yellow daffodil flowers. Okay, so beside the lake, beneath the trees, so over here this line is not written, I'll explain. Beside the lake, beneath the trees, the flowers, the daffodils were beside the lake, they were beneath the trees. This says the location of the daffodils. They were beside the lake and they were beneath the trees. Okay, so they were fluttering and dancing in the breeze. The flowers are moving with the wind, giving the impression that they are dancing. Continuous as the stars that shine. The poet compares the number of daffodils to the countless stars in the sky, emphasizing their abundance. And twinkle in the Milky Way. So this time is comparing the daffodils to the countless number of stars. What type of literary devices is this is? Write it down in the comments. The poet compares the number of daffodils to the countless stars in the sky, emphasizing their abundance. And twinkle on the Milky Way. Like stars did twinkle on the Milky Way, the daffodils also shimmer with the brightness because it's daytime. They stretch in a never-ending line. The poet describes the daffodils as extending in an unbroken line, seeming to go on forever along the margin of the bay. So the margin means right near to the bay, nearer to the bay. The flowers are arranged along the edge of the bay or a body of water. 10,000 I saw at a glance. This time the poet exaggerates, saying that it was a vast number of daffodils in just one look. So this time it's a hyperbole. Because a poet cannot see 10,000 daffodils in just one look, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The daffodils appear to be joyfully moving their heads or petals in a lively dance. The waves beside them danced. The waves also danced, but they. So the waves also danced with the daffodils. But the poet observes that the waves of the bay danced, but the dance of the daffodils was even more captivating. Outdid the sparkling waves in glee. The daffodils surpassed the waves in their cheerful and gleeful display. Cheerful means happy display. Gleeful means excitement, with excitement. A poet could not be but gay. Gay means, in English, like gay, means happy. So the sight of the daffodils made the poet happy in such a jocund company. Jocund means very lively company. The poet expresses joy in the company of the daffodils, using the words jocund to describe their lively presence. I gazed and gazed, but little thought. The poet couldn't stop looking at the daffodils, although at that time he didn't fully realize the impact that they would have on him. what wealth the show to me had brought. Later, he reflects on the value of the scene, realizing how rich of an experience it was for him. For often, which of it means often. When often on the couch I lie. So for often when on the couch, the it, the poet, which is William Wordsworth, lies. Lies means it's just like this, lying in vacant or in pensive mood. Vacant means there's nothing to do, or pensive means lost in thought. Whether he is empty-minded or whether he is lost in thought, they flash upon that inward eye. The memory of the daffodils come to his mind, which is the bliss of solitude. It makes him happy even when he's alone. And then my heart with pleasure fills. The memory of the daffodils fills his heart with joy and dances with the daffodils. In his imagination, he dances with the memory of the daffodils, suggesting the lasting impact on this beautiful encounter of his spirit. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hope you like this first video. The Face in the Dark may be coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Thank you very much. Goodbye.